to another Trainson World 4 video. We're on the Brighton Mainline and we are in a class 700, as you can see. Now I thought, well, I didn't think we could actually use the free roam ability in the older routes. I just thought it was on the newer routes you could plonk any train where you want, but you can also in the older routes. So we're in timetable mode and we've got a 700. So we're going to be replicating, let's have a look, I think it was, 9 Romeo 24, which is a 10:26 service out of 3 bridges. So I've set all the paths up. We've only got a couple of minutes, so we'll probably actually end up in a little bit late, but that's alright. Let's get the doors open. There we go, lead driver of 9 Romeo 24, let's imagine. What's that today? Oh, I don't actually know. Yeah, we do have power, that's good. Let's do a little test of the brakes. We'll also get the systems on. Probably should have done that beforehand, but then in real life they would probably already be on. So you won't have to fanny about them. But in the game, obviously, that's not like that.
TPWS and AWS operational.
Cool, that's that. Let's do another test. Yeah, they seem to be all good. They seem to be releasing as they should. Cool. Hopefully we don't get a dragging brake. That happened the other day at work, actually. Train dispatched to 700. 3 coaches get out the platform. Emergency brakes come on, or just full brakes come on. It's like, uh-oh, what's happened? I think there was a dragging brake. So the train was sat there for about 25 minutes, and people were like egressing to get out. Luckily it was really early in the morning, so there wasn't too many people. Yeah, not great. Right, let's get the cab door shut. Where's the button for it? I should probably know as I press it in real life. There we go. Cool. Right, let's get the doors shut. And it'll be Gatwick Airport next. Right, we are off. We're out of 3 bridges. I can hear sirens going and yeah. Right, let's go. Quite a cool signal gantry, that one, sort of diagonally across. Out we go. So it'll be Gatwick Airport next, which we are due for at 10:30. And platform 1. I don't think we will be going into platform 1. Probably end up going into platform 2, which we shouldn't get stopped for from a Great Western service, so that's fine. And we're 8 coaches on this service. Let's speed that up. Get that up. And yeah, not too far to Gatwick from here. So we are going to be we're actually stopping at Norwood Junction. We've got 3 bridges: Gatwick Airport, Purley, Salfords, Ayleswood, Red Hill, Purley, South Croydon, East Croydon. If we can, if it allows us to stop at Norwood Junction, although I don't think there's actually any station there. It's great. Yeah, you can set the waypoints for sort of off the map, which is cool. Why do the orangey trees just look so crap on this one? Cool, and we've got a 750 volts as well from the duty route. But this is just fantastic the way we're doing this in the timetable mode, because gaps were left for the 700. So hopefully one day it will just be in timetable mode. Yeah, so you can actually, I suppose, sort of run the 700 services to the times they actually are, as there are gaps for those times. And for anyone who doesn't know how to do free roam, I don't recommend. I mean, you can go into free roam sandbox, but then there's no other trains. So just load into a timetable mode on foot. Get out. Oh yeah, load into somewhere on foot. Press left on the D-pad on the controller, and it says spawn new train. And then spawn any train you want. Click the pause menu. Click on the train on the map. and then you can set a path for it, and also add sort of go via locations. But I'm finding it a really handy tool. I mean, just for things like this. So it's quite cool. There's other trains and even a plane there. Ooh, can we go? Oh, I was going to say we're getting to photo mode. If only it was a little bit later, we could actually. Well, actually, hang on. We could actually. Let's try and get that. I mean, that would be quite nice. If only the pen was a little bit further. I don't know. I want to get all the other bits in it as well. So how do we get it all in? Can we get the Electro Star in? Yeah, it doesn't really look great then, does it? I mean, it's quite cool, but I want a frontal shot of the 700. Oh, the NPCs actually move. Maybe she's not paused all. She's not paused in time. No magic. Right, now coming into Gatwick Airport, a little bit on the quick side. But the brakes on this train are fantastic. So we don't need to worry about that. There's even going to be I don't think there's even a stop marker. Oh no, there is. Hang on. Tell that back. There is. I mean, not obviously the Thameslink one. Yeah, that would do. This is Gatwick Airport, and we arrived on time. 10:30 it was, and it's 10:30. Let's try and get some. We probably will try and get a few shots as we go along. That saturation actually makes it look a bit. It did. Let me get that up a little bit. So we get a bit of rotation on it. I'm obsessed with the rotation now. Depth of field of view. I mean, get the Gatwick Airport in it as well. There we go. So we're due out for at 10:32, so we've got a couple of minutes. Sat here at Gatwick, as everybody gets on with their suitcases. We actually are in this version as well, which is cool. So we leave the cab. Oh, we went in reverse. No, we already had it in neutral. Train over there. And we've got a plane coming in as well. Now see, I want to get another one now, because, oh, actually, hang on. We might be onto something here. I think we are onto something. I really like that. That is actually quite a nice shot. With a little bit of rotation as well. Rotation. It's actually quite nice. That might be the thumbnail. It's a maybe. Trying to move that a little bit as well. A bit long there. Alright, cool. It would be nice if we did have manual PIS on here where you had to plug in the PIS code, but sadly we don't. Then you could actually probably set it to Bedford. And it would have all the stop-in pattern, which would be awesome, but you can't. Him. So the next station after this will be Purley, which is, you can already see it. It's so close to Gatwick. It's like when people actually ask, like, oh, you know, how can we get to Purley? We're just like, in times of disruption, it's like, just get to Gatwick, and from there, I mean, worst case scenario, you could literally just walk to Purley. It's not that far, or even just get the bus.
Driver, you have reset the DRA. Please check the signal.
That's just a great train. And done really nicely. I mean, the only thing which I don't like about it is the PIS. I'd like to set it myself. I'm sure they could find, even if they made up some codes, like, I don't know, 0001 does London Bridge or something like that. Oh yeah, this service goes to London Bridge actually. So this is as of the 6th of October when I'm recording this, so it's the train today. So just to London Bridge because of the amended timetable. But usually to Bedford. And we're now in Surrey. That bridge is the border. I want to go back to Sussex. And then into Hawley. Feels nice drive. I don't know. It's not really nice driving on here in timetable mode. Because it almost does feel like it's. We won't see other 700s. Maybe they're all cancelled. Thameslink do like cancelling trains. Very much like cancelling trains. So maybe they're all cancelled, the other trains. It's just us, and we've got the Southern and Gatwick Express stuff. To the end. Well, we don't set up on the CIS screen, of course, as we're not actually in the game scheduled to stop here. We're scheduled to go non-stop to Norwood Junction. Right, Hawley. Was you out of Hawley at 10:35 and drew in at 10:35? So we got a little bit early. And Salfords next, which will be fun, trying to stop at, as I don't think we've ever stopped at it at. Well, no, we have stopped at it before. Awesome. Let's get back in. I see them basically every day, the 377s, but still love them, love seeing them. Alright, 5 more seconds. Do that. And Salford's next. Let's go. We're off. But yeah, has anyone else done, this sort of thing in free roam yet? Let's go move the mic back a little bit. I feel like I'm talking a bit too noisily. We don't want that. I'll turn up the game audio as well. So this train's a bit quieter than, others. There we go, so it's now full blast basically, so hopefully you can hear everything alright. Let's go. So Salfords, Ellswood, Redhill. I don't know. I'm assuming most of them on Coulston South, but I could be wrong in saying that. If we don't stop at Merstham or Coulston South, we go to Purley and then South Croydon. It's Purley and South Croydon instead of those two. And then East Croydon, and then from there we'll just see what the game does to us. Will it have a bit of a meltdown, or will it actually allow us to drive? Actually, it should allow us to drive to Norwood Junction. You can drive to Selhurst in the game, basically to Norwood Junction. So I shouldn't have an issue with it. I suppose it will probably just say end of game session reached area limit. That's what I'm sort of expecting it to do. Sort of throw us out, kick us out. What was that? What's going on there? How have I not noticed that? It's just a massive hole in the world. That's probably because we're in because we're in this train, isn't it? We've got the massive open windscreen, so you can see over that side, well, much easier. Whereas in one of the Leckies, you're sort of No, tucked to one side. Right, it's not too far to Salfords. There's my sign there, it's coming up, sort of that little yard there on the left. So we're now approaching Salfords. Start popping that down. But yeah, what cool things have you guys done in free roam? I'm sure there's some cool things you've done. Quite a short platform here. Does it even fit 8? More looks like maybe a 6 or 7 coach platform. Probably just about 8, isn't it? One of those just about ones. A little bit quick. Oh, well, yeah, that works. I didn't actually mean, I didn't want to stop that soon, but here we are. Yeah, so it is a short platform. So front 7 coaches. Right, we'll do Salfords at 10:39, and we'll do at 10:39. So we'll wait until 39. There's probably like 39:30 or something. So we'll just wait until 39, then we'll go. And then Ellswood. I wonder if we're holding up anything. I mean, we shouldn't be holding up anything, as there's not really much that runs on this, on the slow lines. At least in this part of the route. I hope we don't have to wait for like a Reigate service or so. Get stuck behind that. Right, let's go. Short platform Salfords. It was really just underwhelming, the power we're getting from this third rail. It feels like on South Eastern you properly accelerate quite quickly, whereas on here it feels like we're just going a lot slower. Probably isn't any difference. I mean, I suppose we are going uphill at the moment. That probably doesn't help. Quite a cool view from back here. Our little 8 coach 700. Which, yeah, quite commonly does run the 9 Romeo services. I see more of these than the full-length units. Actually, saying that, probably about even. Buzzing us or pinging us. Not too far to Ellswood. So I wonder if we get stopped at Red Hill. I mean, the 9 Juliet services in real life always seem to wait outside Red Hill. I wonder if we will. 9 Romeo, so probably not. But I mean, it probably is. No, it would be coming up to the time the Great Western service is at Red Hill, because I think that then leaves Gatwick, and well, would leave there about 11:02, so about 10 minutes to get down there, 10-minute turnaround. So it should, we should see a GWR service, or we might see a GWR service. That's probably why we've got a double yellow coming up, because that'll be coming across the points. I can't remember what time the Tunbridge services leave. Is that on the hour, 11 o'clock from Red Hill? Possibly. Yes, that's quite. Unless it's some sort of approach control. That could be, yeah, for the, that's someone's got their luggage there, see that? It's nice the way it's on these older routes as well. This is Ellswood. Ellswood 1042, which is 1042 now. So basically, as soon as we're ready, check the imaginary CCTV screens. Yeah, everyone's on off. Let's go. Red Hill next. That's a preliminary caution. Oh, it's green now. So yeah, whatever, it must have been something coming across the points at Red Hill. Which I'm guessing it's probably the Great Western service. No, something's coming there. Is there something on our line? No, it's on the fast line. That wouldn't have affected it. Where are you, Turbo? I've got confidence that it is a turbo. Assuming it would then leave Gatwick at 11:02. So we haven't seen it yet. Maybe not. Maybe. Where are you? Maybe a Tunbridge service then. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it wasn't a Great Western service. Maybe not. Would have been something. Maybe a southeastern one, or another diversion. So, not sure. I'll have to have a look at the map in a second. So I'll quick look now. Okay, it wasn't a Tunbridge service. Unless it was a Great Western one going in. I don't know. That wouldn't affect it, I don't think. Well, not too sure. I'm curious. Oh, it was. Oh no, that's a Reigate. It was a Reigate service. Well, no, hang on, that wouldn't have affected us. Unless it came into this platform, whereas most of the time they're on platform 0. So I really don't know. Unless it was going to be the Great Western service. Then the signals are actually, we'll let you go first. As we're in free roam, so maybe it does that. Sort of allows us to go first. But how cool is it though? Just in timetable mode doing this. That one due out. Oh, 11 o'clock. Oh, that was a good prep for Tunbridge. So why is that still here then? Yes, that's meant to have left by now. So I reckon it was actually the Great Western service, which was meant to. That's why we were going to have that red. But maybe as we're in free run, we get priority maybe. So that's why sort of the signal, I might have reverted the signal for him and then let us go first. That's quite possible. Oh, that's what. Yeah. Yeah, it's not on the CIS screen, so that should have gone by now. I reckon that's what's happened. Is it 46? Red Hill 48, and we've got a couple more minutes. Bit of a dwell. No, not reverse. Done it again. Let's pop out. I think they've 377 coming in there. Reigate service going down the North Downs line, the Reigate branch. Maybe it's waiting for that. Maybe that should have gone by now. That should be leaving Gatwick at about 15 minutes. So that will then be the 11:10. Or the 11:14 actually by the looks of things. Just noticed our lights aren't on. That's a bit cheeky. Let's have a little look. I thought they just came on automatically. But maybe not. Oh, that looks really weird now. That would be the TOD4 on TOD3.
Driver, you have reset the DRA. Please check the signal.
Cool. A few more seconds and we are out of Red Hill and straight to Purley. So we get a nice little gap. So we're relatively fast now. Purley, South Croydon, East Croydon, and then that'll probably then end us there, won't it? Right, let's go. We're off. Yeah, I reckon what's happened is that Great Western service was meant to go. The signal has then put us to go in first, so pulled the signal from the Great Western one, and now the Reigate service is going to go first. Now that is one of the things it does warn you about. It does warn you about sort of breaking the timetable a little bit. And yeah, I assume we probably have some sort of mega priority over other trains. Just delay Great Western. Of our presence. Well, too much for it. Let's go. So that Reigate service, we will be, we'll be following that. So I think that stops at Purley. Not South Croydon though, I think there's a fast to East Croydon. So we might catch up to that, as that also stops at Coulston South. And it stops at Purley. No, at Merstham. Cool. We get a nice flyby shot through Merstham. Our 700 coming through. It's been about 30 minutes already since we left Three Bridges. Never feels that long from Three Bridges up to it. So we're going downhill now, so we should hopefully get a little bit of speed on us. So next stop is Purley. Let's get a nice shot of it. Flying through Merstham with the absolutely huge gap between the train and the platform on the down line. Where are you, train? There it is, look at that. Oh my god, he's close. There it goes. And into Merstham Tunnel. So speed's a bit all over the place for this, but I think it comes down to like 75. Through Coulston South, then like 60, and yeah, it's been all over the place. So we don't do the slow lines that much because there's no Thameslink. You have all the 9J and the 9 Romeo on here. Lovely. And yeah, if you're enjoying the video, feel free to leave a thumbs up, it all does help out. slowly make our way up. Slowly. Out Merstham Tunnel. There you go. We're well and truly in London now. Yeah, 75 limit. Right down a bit. This must be quite an annoying service to drive in real life though. It's just so slow. I mean, I know that was skipping out a couple here. But I think then once it gets north of the river, it tends slow, like most stops to Bedford. Well, on a normal day. This one only goes to London Bridge on the 6th of October. Coast that along, the fast line up on our left there. Of course, we saw another train sort of whizzing past. No, I don't think I've ever had that where I've driven along that bit and had another train sort of beside us, sort of racing us along. Probably not one far off. This is Coulston South. Home of, I think, Farthing Downs and Happy Valley, it says on the sign. Happy Valley. And yeah, this becomes about 60, I think, coming into Purley. Which isn't that far up now. And we have got a single yellow. Let's start popping that down. Now for that 60, I'm ready to stop. There's a 60 warning board, so we've got another single yellow. I don't know if that last one was meant to be a double. But yeah, this is probably where we're going to start waiting for other trains. You get all the South London services now. So we're probably following the Reigate one at the moment. Hopefully we'll then go in front of any sort of London Bridge ones. Right, this is Purley. Here we are. I think 700s actually get dispatched from here. Bit of like an anomaly on this platform as well. Don't know why, but they do. So we've got a 10 to 12 car stop. That's what we'll have to go off. Yeah, this is Purley. So we've got the green now. And then after Purley it's then South Croydon. And we're due out of Purley at 10:57. So yeah, basically as soon as we're ready to go. Another 10 seconds.
Ticket checks are in operation at this station. Please have your tickets ready for inspection.
And let's go. Right, South Croydon next. Let's go. And no other trains at the moment, which is handy. So yeah, we've got that one in front of us. Hopefully it's not a stopper. I think it will be that Reigate one. Well, what we could do is just go onto the map and we can simply remove the train in its entirety. Powerful stuff. If we don't like the train, we can get rid of it. So we're passing Purley Oaks. So sort of weaving our way, well, into Croydon now. And from sort of this sort of location you get a really nice view of sort of the Croydon skyline. But on the game you don't really. That's a 387. Yeah, all nice and close again to the edge. Be a Caterham and Tat service. And that one's actually just Caterham. Caterham or Caterham? Or does it matter? Probably not. There's another one. Oh, Southeastern. That one, Southeastern Divert. That's probably down got Hastings. That one. Extra added services. But now approaching the sun, there's another train already. It's crazy how busy it is this part of the route. Oh, there's another Reigate train. I feel like that long ago we saw one. Okay. Little 4 coach, didn't we? There's very weird stuff in here, but it's cool. Well, this is South Croydon. Dodgy braking. Here we are. South Croydon, we were due at 11 o'clock. And it's coming up to 11 o'clock, bang on. And East Croydon next. And from East Croydon we'll weave across the tracks and then, well, basically see what the game does. See where it allows us to go. I'd imagine once we get past Selhurst it will say session ended, out of bounds. That's what I'm expecting. Are we stopped before the station? Oh, maybe not. Following quite closely behind. I like it though. It feels like we're sort of fitting into the timetable. Oh, and has that 166 now left Red Hill? Or did we somehow break that? Okay, so it's finally there. That's good. A relief. We're quite literally chasing yellows. Coming into East Croydon. So just to reiterate, this is not a service. This is not even a scenario. It's just free roam. I plonked down a 700. Based it off a real service, so sort of spawned in at the correct time, correct place. So one of the cool things you can do it with the free roam mode. I think this signal in real life has a sort of a highly spadded indicator on it. It's been spattered obviously quite a few times. That will do, yeah. So when were we due here? We were due here, East Croydon, 11:03. Could have bunched up a little bit there. And yeah, then we'll just see what fancy stuff it does. It's got all the junction indicators on there. I wonder what trains are waiting for us. Actually, not that many. I mean, none, actually. We're not holding up anything. We've just filled the gap, I suppose. Proving that gaps have been left. But it feels like it drives differently to the southeastern one. I've got a feeling it's yeah, I've got a feeling it's sort of meant to, or it's I'm trying to think of the way to. I don't know if it actually does draw power from the third rail in the game. I think it might be sort of almost like an off the rails mode for the 700, but sort of I don't know. It definitely feels like it drives differently on this to southeastern. There's a lot sort of sluggish, and the brakes feel almost a bit firmer, sort of when you're at lower speed. Don't know. Right, that's where it goes all a bit cool. What's the game going to do with us? So you would usually go up to the left there, towards the sort of Victoria side of the BML. But we're cool, we're going this way. Until the game kicks us out and says no, don't do it. Quite steep that bit out there, isn't it? Going over. Selhurst depot there, looking nice. So it's somewhere around here it's going to kick us out, but no more. Or maybe it'll bring us to a stop. We are actually meant to stop at Norwood Junction, so we'll stop at the invisible Norwood Junction, and then there'll be a driver change, I suppose. Really surprised Norwood Junction wasn't modelled. I mean, it seems a bit lazy. The fact, I mean, it's here. You can drive in the timetable mode to here. Not to Norwood Junction, but to sort of where we are now, basically, to the sidings. But Norwood Junction just isn't there. Which is a bit sort of like, hang on. You see, there are markers there, just the platforms just, they didn't bother doing it. Well, there we go. The end of the represented area, and I literally look like a ghost. That looks really just weird. But links can be found in the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch. So do comment below. Mostly more free roam stuff. Let me know what you want to see. And yeah, I hopefully we'll see you in the next one. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.